In this video, let's discuss about Angular services. So before going on to Angular services, first let's understand this example. If you observe over here inside events-list component.ts, all the events which we want to display on our web page, we have defined over here. If you see all the data for all the events which we want to display on our web page, we have defined over here, right? But this is not a recommended way of doing. Why? Because each component we have to specify the data, and there are, suppose in a project we are having number of components which should have a shareable resource. In such case, we need to make use of Angular services. So let's do that now. So inside this events folder, let's create another folder over here with name as shared. Inside this shared folder, let's create a new file with name event.service.ts. Okay, so this is the event service, Angular service, which we are going to write over here. Using this service, we can invoke this service inside any component for the data. Okay, so this is a shared resource, that's why we are placing inside shared folder. Okay, let's define that now. Export class event service. Okay, and this event service should define a function in such a way that whenever we inject this service inside any component, this function will get called inside that. Okay, let's define that function over here. For example, get events. So get events is a function which will return the events, which we are specifying inside this service. Return events. Now using this events, let's quickly declare a constant variable which will have all the data which are defined inside the events-list component.ts class. Okay, now I'll declare a constant variable over here with name as events equals, this is array of data which we want to display on the web page, right? So this array already we have declared inside events-list component.ts. What we'll do is we'll just copy all this from here, complete data, okay, and place it inside the events array. Okay, save these changes. Now I want to indicate that this service is usable by some other components of this project. So to do that, we have to mark this with @injectable decorator. @injectable. Okay. So we have marked it as @injectable decorator, this event service. If you observe over here, they're clearly saying decorator that marks a class as available to be provided and injected as a dependency. So it means that this service, wherever I want to inject in another component, we have to make use of the @injectable decorator for this service. Okay, now I want to indicate Angular that I have a service over here. I want to use this service in various components. To do that, first we have to register inside app.module.ts, right? So let's register that service inside app.module.ts. So these services we have to register inside the providers array. Okay, whatever the services we want to use in Angular, we have to declare inside providers array. So let's specify that over here, event service. Okay, so this gets auto imported over here, event service from event shared event.service. This is the place where we have declared our event service class. Okay, now we have registered as well. Now the next thing what we have to do is we have to make use of this event service inside our event-list component.ts, where we had previously declared the hard-coded data for events, right? There, let's remove all this data over here, which is not required anymore because we have a service. Okay, let's remove this data. Okay. Now, if I want to inject that service inside this component, that is event-list component.ts, I have to write a constructor over here which will inject that service inside this component, right? So let's declare that constructor with a private variable, for example, private event service, which comes from where? From event service, right? Event service. So this event service will be imported from shared/event.service. So we are storing that inside a private variable so that we can make use of that service inside this events list component class. Okay. Now to inject that service inside this component class, we have to also call the function which we have declared inside our service. If you see here event.service.ts, we are writing this function, that is get events. We have to invoke this function inside our events-list component.ts class, so that this will return the events. This events consist of all the events data which we have provided over here. This events object consists of everything, right? So to return that, we have to invoke this function. To invoke this function, we have to make use of this private variable and invoke it. Okay. So instead of invoking inside the constructor, which is not recommended, we will make use of Angular lifecycle hooks, that is ng on init. Okay, ng on init method. Ng on init method we have to make use of here. To understand more about this ng on init and other lifecycle methods, lifecycle hooks, you can make use of my video which I have already explained very clearly inside this series, Angular series. Angular lifecycle hooks, there is a separate video for this. You can watch it. Okay. This dot events equals this dot event service dot, we have to invoke the function, right? So get events. Get events is the function which we are invoking. Now if you observe over here, there is an error displayed over here, events. Why? Because we have not declared this variable inside the events list component class. We have to declare this variable. Okay, so let's declare it, events of type any array. Okay, so that's it. These are the changes which we have to do for Angular services. So we have created a new folder, shared folder, and we have created a file inside it with name event.service.ts. And inside this file, we are placing all the data which we want to display on our web page, all the events. Okay, we are storing inside an array, and we are returning these events inside a function, and we are invoking this function by injecting this service inside our events-list component.ts class. Okay, and we are invoking this function over here. That's how we are going to invoke the data, invoke the function which is having all the data to be displayed on our web page. Okay, now let's run this project to see how it works. Okay, let's run this project by making use of command npm space start. So the project is getting compiled. Okay, it got compiled successfully. Now if you observe http://localhost:4200, this is the place where our project is being hosted. Now let's open this link and see the web page. Okay, now you can see all the data getting displayed over here. Previously also we displayed the data over here, but only difference was the data was hard coded inside events-list component.ts class here inside this component. But now what we are doing, we are writing a generic service for this, where we are invoking that service inside this component, so that we can make use of this data to be displayed on our web page. So this is one example where we can make use of services. In real time, we have to actually invoke API inside this service so that we can call this service to get the data. That's how we have to do that. We will see in the later part of our videos. Okay, that's it for this video, guys. This is regarding the Angular services, the initial part. We'll go further from here to reach a stage where we'll complete the entire project. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment and share this video, and kindly subscribe to my channel in order to watch more videos.